So last time I did a demonstration of a chair massage. For those of you who may remember or who weren't here, I brought a chair in, and Pat was my demo suspect, and demonstrated what a chair massage was. Today I wanted to just update you on some things that I've been doing that some of you have heard a little bit about. I have been forming a new company, which you'll start hearing more about, the Anthurium group. Last year, some of you had done some work with me regarding a company that I was involved with called Tyler Wellness, whose focus was on corporate wellness programs. I was doing operations director as well as doing massage for that company. And last fall, the owner of that company decided that he was going to close that company and offered me the opportunity to take over the business that company had been doing, that I'd actually been running. The other part that you're all familiar with is my Oasis of Serenity in Oak Park, which is table massage, chair massage, seminars, and you may or may not know that I've been subletting office space to some other providers, hypnotherapists, shiatsu practitioners, and a number of other things that work in my office space, other people who work in my office space. So I've got these two entities that I've been working with for quite a number of years, and trying to combine these things with more things that are in my head yet to come, put them into one funnel, and created the Anthurium group. Anthurium, we'll see a little bit later, is a tropical flower, hence my connection with Hawaii. So to do that, I've been trying to vision how to picture all of this, and to give my clients continuity from the two companies that I had before. I've got a vision called Anthurium Wellness, which is the corporate view, and then Relaxation Plantation remains pretty much the same, and then what else I'm going to be doing on down the way. And again, this is just giving that viewfinder look of Anthurium Group is the official legal name, but I want the Tyler Wellness folks to have continuity as they're seeing the company. I want my private clients to have continuity as they're seeing the company. So what I'm working on right now is putting this all together and working forward with what is going to happen here. And you notice I kind of rearranged things in here a little bit, because some of what I was doing at Relaxation Plantation is merging with what Tyler Wellness had been doing, so it was part of the Anthurium Wellness aspect. Eventually, what I'd like this to be, I still like the name Relaxation Plantation, I still like my Oasis of Serenity, and it's sort of got a name recognition in the community, so I would like to kind of end up with the office space being that name is Relaxation Plantation. My office is Relaxation Plantation, my business is Anthurium. Here's the flower, in case anybody doesn't recognize or hadn't recognized the name. That's what it is. Coming from a dentist. So wellness, when I talk about wellness, I'm not talking about taking care of sick people, which is what our healthcare system generally talks about. I'm talking about keeping people healthy, keeping people from getting into that point where they need to have a doctor, and they need to be thinking about medication, and they need to have surgery, and they need this, that, and the other thing. I want to help people to stay healthy and to live a good, productive life. And so some of this is bringing together that corporate side of corporate view with the personal, private view. But resilience is the ability for people to spring back from adversity. So I think of it as the memory foam, where you put your hand and put pressure in, and it takes the imprint of your hand. When you remove your hand, it bounces back, it springs back, it returns to its old form. That's what we want people to be able to do as well. We don't want people to be crushed down by everything that we've been hearing. You know, if they're sitting there watching CNN or putting the news on all the time, we don't want them to, just hunker down and be scared and not moving forward. We want them to be able to spring back and move forward. The reason for this is that when you have resilient people, they're willing to make changes. They're taking responsibility for themselves and for their own life. They have a more optimistic outlook. They make meaningful connections with other people in their personal and in their business lives. And they're willing to look towards the future and move on with their lives. They're not stuck in the past going, well, if I'd done this yesterday, then something would be different today. They're moving forward and looking forward. And I mean, isn't that really where we all want to be? And if you have companies and people that are working for you, isn't that the kind of people you want working for you? So, again, these are some of the areas on the corporate side, and some of this I'm also doing in small groups in the office as well. But this is the general areas that we provide programs into the corporate area, and that's on-site bodywork, stress resiliency, nutrition, and something I call living at your desk and beyond. On-site bodywork, primarily that's been chair massage. As I said, I have people who do shiatsu in my office, and I have people who do reflexology and acupuncture, not in my office, but I've had, and I don't know if you have ever done things in a corporate setting, but I had someone approach me and say, you know, I really want to get into the corporate environment with acupuncture. I've done it a couple of times, so what the heck, I'll put it on there. Have not been asked for that, but it's there. These are just some examples of some of the programs. Introduction to Relaxation is really about putting together a variety of relaxation techniques and giving people kind of a broad overview of those techniques. That could be anything from your basic breath work, and if you just stop for a minute, think about your breathing, pay attention to it. Don't try to change it, just pay attention to it. And after a couple of seconds, you'll probably notice that just by paying attention to it, it changes. And most of us are chest breathers, shallow breathers, and if you watch a baby who's breathing naturally, their belly is going up and down. Most of us breathe up here, and this is part of what helps us to, or keeps us in a stressful state. When you're relaxed, you're breathing more deeply. And just by taking a deep breath, you can help yourself to relax. So that's one of the basic techniques I teach in here in the Introduction to Relaxation. It goes up through guided imagery, just a little taste to give people samples, because different people react to different techniques in different ways. So hopefully everybody who comes to one of those classes would go away with something that they can use in their daily life. And then can take any of those and turn that into a whole class, for example, the meditation. Also do something called office yoga, which is very popular. I have a yoga instructor who teaches yoga that you can do in your daily clothes, seated at your desk. It's not the, you know, put your leg around your head or stand on your head or any of that kind of stuff. It's simple things that you can do, basic stretches to help you to get a little bit more relaxed and release some of the muscle tension while you're sitting at your desk or in your office. Okay. Long list of nutrition. I've got a dietitian that I work with and some other nutritional people who are educated in nutrition. I don't do all this myself. I've got other people who work for me. Again, some additional classes. In addition to the office yoga, we've also had people who have asked us to do yoga on a regular, ongoing basis. And then there's customized half-day or full-day retreats, which can either be done in the office or at a location, hotel or something along those lines, which would pull a bunch of different things together based on what the company was asking for. And again, I've still got more things going on. All of this in the past has been done on-site. We've got small companies that have come to me and said, well, we have 5 people here and 5 people there and 5 people there. We would like to give them some of these offerings, but we can't bring them all together. So looking at doing webinars or teleseminars or putting things online. So a variety of different things that are kind of in the works. So what can you do for me today, and why am I bringing this to you guys? So who do you know who is ready to spring back from excessive stress? And that can be either somebody who's in a company or an individual. So if you've got a company that's, losing a lot of people, whatever is going on, and they feel like they need to bring something in to help get their people built back up. And then who is working for a company that wants to get back from this stress. So either way. In addition, I'm also looking for people who would be interested in speaking on wellness topics. I'm looking for people who might want to use my office occasionally. So there's a variety of things that I could use all of you to help me with. And you'll be seeing as we go along probably less of relaxation plantation, although it's not going away completely, and more of Anthurium group, and it's all me. Thank you.
Thank you.